Hi, I'm Keon, and today I want to show you how to solve this integral. Integral of x squared times cosine of arctangent of x dx. So now, first of all, using a right triangle, I can simplify cosine of arctangent of x, and the answer would be 1 over square root of x squared plus 1. So now my new integral, which is very easier, is the integral of x squared over square root of x squared plus 1 dx. And now I can use a trig substitution, so I can let x to be equal to tangent of u, and then I know that u is equal to the arc tangent of x. So now dx is nothing but secant squared u. And now I just plug in. So my answer would be the integral x squared is just tangent squared u, and then there's a dx multiplied, so we get multiplied by the secant squared u, and then over the square root of x squared, which in this case is tangent squared u, and then plus 1. So now, the square root of tangent squared plus 1, this whole thing is just equal to secant squared, and then the square root of secant squared is just secant u. So now this and this cancels. So for our final answer, we have to integrate the integral of tangent squared u multiplied by secant u, and then times du. So now how do we solve it? So another time we can write tangent squared u as secant squared u minus 1. So I write this as secant squared u minus 1. And if I use a distributive property, I get the integral of secant cubed u minus secant u du. And now I should first integrate secant cubed u and then subtract from the integral of secant u. So now the integral of secant cubed u du, if I use the power rule, I get secant u times tangent u for the integral. It's a famous integral. Secant u times tangent u, and then over 2, and then multiplied over 2, and then plus 1 over 2 times the integral of secant u. And now what is the integral of secant u? Now integral of secant u is just natural log of tangent u plus secant u. So this will be equal to secant u times tangent u over 2 plus the natural log of tangent u plus secant u, tangent u plus secant u, and then over 2. This will be the integral of this. And now, so for the final answer, because we have another secant u also, we know that this integral of secant u is also here. This also is equal to the natural log of tangent u plus secant u. So our final answer is just adding this. So we get secant u times tangent u over 2, and then minus natural log of tangent u plus secant u over 2. And now, so our final answer would be just secant u times tangent u over 2, and then we should subtract natural log of tangent u plus secant u over 2. And if we use our substitution for u, which we said is the arc tangent of x here, for our final answer, if we use the formula for right triangle, for our final answer, we just get x. So for our final answer, we get x times the square root of x squared plus 1 all over 2 for the first part, and minus, so we should subtract the natural log of square root of x squared plus 1 plus x, and if we use a u substitution that we did, this is just equal to the hyperbolic function of arc sine over 2 and then a plus c at the end. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and watch previous videos.